Hello, my students. How are you? This is Ms. Gonzalez. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe. Today, I'm going to work with you on this lesson. Our lesson is equations with rational exponents. So we're going to be solving equations and rational exponents. We learned about this on the previous lessons that it's a number with an exponent in the form of a fraction, right? So the number on the bottom tells you to take the root and the number on top tells you to get the power. So remember the flower. First, we need the roots, right? Before you get a flower. So take the root first from the bottom number. And with that, we're gonna be using perfect squares. Write down the square roots, perfect cubes, and the cube roots, okay? So let's start with number one. Number one right here. So I'm gonna write number one on this paper right here because I'm gonna need that. Okay, so number one is saying a number with exponent 1/3 equals 2. And this is a rational exponent, and that number at the bottom is telling you the root of this number. So the root of what number here equals 2. The root of what number equals 2. So if you look at the cube roots, the cube root of a is 2. So that means that this x should be 8. That's the answer. X should be 8. So let me show you how to solve by solving the x. How do we get that answer? So when we solving equations, remember our goal is to get x by itself, okay? Isolate x on one side. And we're doing that by doing the opposite of the operation. So if I'm adding, the opposite is subtracting. If you're dividing, the opposite is multiplying. Now, when you have a fraction, you to eliminate this fraction, you gotta take the reciprocal. That is the opposite, okay? So what does that mean, the reciprocal? That means you flip the fraction and multiply. So how to undo a fraction? How do we undo a fraction? We flip it and multiply. So like this. The 1/3 will be 3/1. Okay, and remember, whatever you do on one side, let me get the red one. Whatever you do on one side, you must also do on the other side. So these two will have the exponent 3/1. Okay, and why do we do that? Because we want to cancel this exponent, right? Get x by itself. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to write it right here. 1/3 times 3/1. Let me zoom this. That is 1 times 3. That's how we multiply across, is 3. And 3 times 1 is also 3. So 3 divided by 3 is cancels out, is 1. Okay, so that's what we want. This will cancel out. And now we get x by itself with no exponent. X equals, on this side, we gotta simplify 2. 3 divided by 1 will be what? 3. And that is better, right? That we don't have a fraction anymore. We just got a number 3 on top. That's the cube. So 2 cubed will be what? 3 times 2. So 2 times 2 times 2, that is 8. And that will be our answer. Okay? So now number 3. I'm going to write it right here again. I'm going to write it, so let me pause this. So let me drop the line right here. On number 3, the first step would be what? Getting rid of these 3. So add the 3 on both sides. This will go away, and now we get x 3/2 equals 8 on this side, right? 5 plus 3 is 8. And now we can get rid of the exponent. Let's flip the fraction, flip it. So now 3/2 will be 2/3. And don't forget to do it on this side, 2/3. Okay, so this will cancel out. So now we get x equals, now on this side we got that rational exponent. So remember this 3 is telling you the root, right? The cube root of this number. What is the cube root of that number? So let me write it right here. The cube root of 8. the cube root of 8. Okay, so let's look on the notes. That's the one we just saw. The cube root of 8 is 2. The cube root of 8 is 2. So x equals 2. And I only took the cube root. Don't forget the power. Take the root and then the power. So 2, that number. So that's the final answer. The final answer will be 2 squared. That is 4. Okay, so I have number 5 ready to go. So let's drop the line. What is the first one here? Do I eliminate 4 or 5? First, we get rid of 5. Add 5 on both sides. That cancels out. So now we get 4x 3 over 2 equals 859 plus 5. What is that? 864, right? 864. And now we can get rid of the 4 right here. So that will go away. And x to the 3 over 2 equals 864 divided by 4. That's a big number. So let's put it on the calculator and let's see what is it. 216. Okay, we're almost done with this one. All we gotta do now is flip the exponent, flip it to cancel it. So that's my exponent right there, will go away. And don't forget to put it on this side, 2 over 3. This will go away, right? So now we get x equals. So now right here, the bottom number is another 3. So that means we're taking the cube root of this number. So the cube root of 216. What is the cube root of 216? Cube root of 216 is 6. So we're almost there with this answer, is 6. And then, is that it? Once you take the root, then you get the flower, so the power is 2. X equals 6 squared, 36. And that is the answer, 36. Okay, I'm running out of time over here, so click on the next video to get the next answers.